Joe, first time call out of Florida. Joe, welcome to the show.
Jesse.
Hey, Joe.
Yo. Hey, how you doing, man?
All is well.
Man, I just want to say thank you for everything you do. Everything you say is true. Like, and speaking of like of a Bible thumping Thursday, like I've been going to like a church, like this church for like 10, 12 years. I recently like left my church because, you know, I never, it was just a lot of word, you know, just they teach you the Bible, you know what I'm saying? They teach you the word, but they never taught me to look at myself, you know, and look at my own, you know, my own hatred and anger, you know, that I have. And so, you know, ever since like I started listening to you, you know, I realized that I do hate my mom, you know, and she really did a number on me and my sister, you know, and so, and I went to her and forgave her, but I don't think that I really forgave her like genuinely because I still have anger, you know, and I ended up like marrying my mom, you know, essentially I'm married now, and like I was in the church and
how old are you?
You know, like I'm 30. I just turned 30.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, and how old is your wife?
She's like 31, 32.
You
like
married an older woman?
Slightly older.
You married your mama?
And she's educated.
Oh, God. A man should never marry an educated woman. They don't make for good wives and mothers.
Well, she does like all the good stuff. Like she cooks and cleans, and she wants to be a good mom, you know. And, you know, I just, you know, like there's a couple things that like I thought, and when I married her, I was like, you know, and like she's a little overweight, you know, I'll change her. I'll help her to lose weight. She's a little like, she's not all the way to God, but I'll help her. I thought I was going to change her. I was like, oh, Jesus is going to do everything, you know, like, you know, he's going to fix everything, you know, because, you know, Jesus does everything for us. That's what I was taught, you know.
Yeah.
And like you say, like, and like Jesus said himself, it's already finished. It's already been done, you know.
Does she obey you?
Not completely.
So why do you call her good then?
No, she's not good.
Why did you call her good if she doesn't obey her husband?
Well, I guess because she does some things that make me feel good, like cook for me and, you know. Yeah.
That doesn't make her good because she cooks. She's supposed to be cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
But like right as I was, like I saw that, I was like, uh-oh. Like ever since I started listening to you, like it's so funny because my friend put me on to you, and ever since I started listening to you, like I was like, wow, I married my mom. That's why this isn't working out. That's why this is not going to work out. And like I was like, you know, I was going back and forth about divorce, and you know, because you know all the advice I get is God hates divorce. Don't divorce. You know, go through hell, but just don't divorce. You know,
yeah,
like go through hell. And so, but right as I was about to divorce, like she got pregnant, and now we're about to have a baby in next month. It's due October, like late October. And now I'm kind of stuck in a pickle. So it's like nothing in my life, like I've realized, I've looked everything in my life, and I've realized that, like, you know, well, ever since listening to you, my anger, everything, nothing in life makes me angry. Like everything is good. Everything is falling in line. Everything is great in life. And now that I'm just being aware, like doing the silent prayer, meaning like being just practicing being a present, you know, and that's done so well for me. The only thing that makes me angry is my wife when we argue about certain things, and then I go into these fits of rage, and I'm like, oh no, it's childhood all over again, and I still hate my mom, and I thought I forgave her, but I'm still having this rage, you know.
Can you give me an example of what you argue with her about?
Well, it comes down to several things, but the main thing is she has these cats that I don't want cats. I never had cats growing up. I heard you talk about it a couple Sundays ago. Like animals are supposed to go outside, you know, and they bring in fleas. I get bit by fleas, you know, and she doesn't get bit by the fleas. Yeah.
Hold on. Can you hold, Joe?
Yeah.
Let me take a quick break. Let me go back to Joe, a first-time caller. He's married, and his wife won't obey him. And she's now pregnant. At the time, he was thinking about leaving her. But he was hanging on to God said, I'm supposed to get a divorce and all that crap. And now they have cats. So, Joe, did you know she had cats before you married her?
Yeah, she had one. I didn't realize that she had this attachment to the cat so much. She picked up another one. Like, she saw a kitten on the street and said, "Oh, adopted that one." And then I thought she was going to give it away. But yeah, I didn't realize what I was getting into. Like, the cat obsession is real.
And you didn't? How long did you date her before you married?
Probably like a couple years. Probably like 2 to 3 years.
Oh, okay. And at no point you realized this woman is addicted to animals?
No. Well, I entertained it. Like, it was like I got her like a cat mug and cat presents and.
Oh man.
And yeah, I didn't know that like the cats would like, one, the fleas would bite me, and two, I feel like they give her like a false sense of like company.
They do.
Like, yeah.
It's like drug. It's giving her a false high. She get a false vibration or thrill from it, and she think that that's salvation, and it's not.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not going to get rid of my cats. I'm like, you need to get rid of them because I don't want, like, I pay all this money, I don't make a lot of money, but I pay for the bills, and these cats don't pay for anything.
You
so
pay for the cat bill too?
I don't really pay. I don't pay for the cat bills. I don't like.
So why did you let her bring the second cat into the house?
She like that. Well, that happened like right before we got married. But that she had like one cat she's had for a couple years. But yeah, because I didn't really know better at the time. I just thought that it wasn't a big deal. And,
I see.
Yeah.
And so your question go ahead.
No, but like the other thing is like they're also going to be bad for the baby, like,
yeah,
it's not like, I don't really, first of all, I've been having to pick up the cat poop because she can't touch it because it could infect the baby, with.
So why do you pick it up?
I pick it up with a shovel, only because to protect my baby.
But that's an excuse that you're using. You cannot. A man should never, ever, 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 but never give the woman the lead way. And all you're doing is giving her the lead way, one thing after another one, and it's only going to get worse for you. Because on one hand, you're saying no to it, but on the second hand, you're giving in to her.
Yeah. So basically, our lease is up. We're in an apartment right now, and our lease is up in May. And I gave her pretty much the ultimatum. It's like, look, we're going to move into another place, and the cats are not coming with us. And so she's not cool with that. She's like, she's like, oh, well, I'm going to get a different place or whatever, and this and that. But the problem is like, we would have been separated. The only problem is like, we have a baby together, and I know financially it's not going to work out if we separate. The only reason
what's not going to work out if you separate?
Just the living situation. I want to be there for my son. I want to be there, with my baby and my wife. But, she's not going to get rid of the cats. She's not going to really obey me on that. She also she refuses to like go forgive her mother. Like she says that she feels like she has forgiven her mother, but she hasn't actually gone to forgive her mother, even though she knows, I know she resents her for pushing her to go to college and all this other stuff. Her mom has like ALS, so she's kind of sick. So she's like, oh, I don't want to stress my mom out. So she won't forgive her mother. She won't get rid of the cats. She won't lose weight.
So what I don't understand is you said that she can't pick up the cat mess and you do it for her. What would happen if you didn't do it, if you didn't pick it up?
Well, it's because she's pregnant. It could be possibly toxic for her during the pregnancy.
What would happen if you didn't pick it up? Who would pick it up?
No one would. I guess she would. She would.
Is it possible she might get rid of the cat then, since you know it's going to affect the baby if she dies? It might affect the baby if she
No,
dies.
that's what I'm saying. She won't even like. No, Jesse. That's what I'm like. It's even if it's possible detriment to her baby, she will not get rid of the cats.
Why did you make a baby with her knowing that you didn't want to be with her anymore?
Because I was weak, and I just had sex with her, and she got pregnant, and then so now I'm kind of like in this pickle.
And how is that a pickle?
Because I think that because I know it's not going to work out, and I guess it's just going to be hell essentially, and I just have to go through it. But
what's going to be hell?
Just having to deal with a wife that doesn't obey me, or at least that we fight on these points.
Why do you think you have to go through it? Why do you think you need to stay just because she's having a baby? Because
I want to be a father. I want to be there for my baby. I know she's going to struggle. She's going to have to move in with her parents or move in with her sister or something, and it's going to be a struggle, and I'm going to feel bad.
But why?
Because it's my baby. It's my child, I guess.
But she's going to destroy your child anyway, and you.
Yeah. Yes. The anger is destroying us.
Yeah. And so why let yourself stay in hell to be destroyed? There shouldn't be nothing or no one that important that you're willing to stay in hell. And when when your baby comes, she's going to know you really like the baby, and she's going to use that against you too.
Yeah, I can see that. So I guess I have just a wait and see kind of attitude right now. Like, I told her no cats coming into the next place, and if she wants to go, then she could go, but cats are not going to come, and that's how. And I just have to wait and see until then.
Well, if she said, "Well, I'm not coming if my cats can't come, I'm gonna get me another place," you say, "Okay, then, bye."
Yeah. Exactly.
Because the more you give into her, the worse she's gonna get, and she will destroy you. Men are not supposed to give in to women, but because men are wrong themselves, they give in to the woman, only create more hell.
Mm. Yeah, and so
when the next time she try to argue about the cats, you just say no, the cats are leaving. And don't argue at all about it, because
not at all.
No, don't argue at all. Just two devils arguing, and she needs you to argue so it can give her false sense of life.
Yes,
and it's giving that false sense to you too. That's why you're arguing. Do not argue.
I know she gets life from it because when I'm getting angry, she starts to laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
She starts to and that makes me more angry. And it reminds me of when my mom used to laugh at me and traumatize me. And then I'm like, man, why am I not over this?
But listen, you are overcoming the fact that you can see that you're getting angry. Yeah. Now that you've gone and forgiven, just see it, but don't call it you. Seeing it will cause you to overcome it. But if you identify with it and call it you, then you're just holding on to a false self, a false ego.
Yeah.
It's not you now, but the devil's telling you that, oh, you're not over your anger. It is you. It's not you. And seeing it, but don't identify with it, it's the light of God that is allowing you to see it. You will overcome it. But if you identify with it, it's going to stay. It's not you at all. It's in you because you believe thoughts and things like that, but you'll overcome it if you don't identify with it. And the devil wants you to believe that you have not forgiven. You need to go back. It's all lies. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything.
Nice. Yeah, man, it's been great, man. Everything else has been just melting away. It's like the last little thing that is, it's like you said, the devil, the ego is dying. It does not want to die. I stopped smoking weed. I stopped drinking. I stopped watching porn and all that stuff, and just I've been living this clean lifestyle, and just doing really well. Just the one little thing is this little thing left with.
Well, if you stop
my
fighting
wife.
with this, it'll disappear as well.
Yeah.
And believe me, it will disappear. And your wife, if she still doesn't want to obey you, then she'll disappear as well. And you won't have a problem with it at all. Even if you do have this baby with her, which is unfortunate now, but it has happened, that will work out for you as well.
Yeah.
But if you have her name on your bank accounts and things like that, you need to take her name off your bank accounts and stuff because she'll go and rip you off before you know it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you have her name on your bank account?
No. I changed my passwords and everything.
Oh, good. Yeah. Because she will rip you off and then try to make you pay child support and woman support and all that mess. But you, now that you're waking up, you'll see how to deal with all that if it should happen.
Okay.
But you got to stop, without anger, you got to stop giving in to the woman. You're supposed to lead the woman by not giving in to her. But right now, and your need for her is changing. She would no longer be your mama, and that is changing. So you're going to have the insight and the power to deal with her perfectly.
Amazing.
Amazing. And the last thing is, don't let the devil fill your mind or anyone that, oh, you got a baby, now you got to stay. You got a baby, what about your baby? That's another setup to keep you in hell.
Okay.
So don't make up your mind at this point if you're going to leave or stay. You will see what to do. But if you let this baby be a reason, that's going to keep you in hell and she'll destroy you and the baby.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Any other questions before I run here?
Yeah, when are you going to come back to Florida?
Soon. We're working on something right now, and we'll make sure we have your email so we'll put it out there.
Okay.
So stay with the prayer, watch the thoughts, and don't believe anything that the thoughts say, period. Except practical thoughts, get up and go to work, what you want to eat, drive your car. Other than that, have no association with thoughts. Zero.
Okay.
All right?
Cool. Yeah.
All right, buddy.
And maybe I'll call you back later.
Okay. Absolutely. Let me know how it goes.
All right. Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome. You buddy. I wish you well.
Thank you.
Okay.